Since President Joe Biden dropped out of the 2024 presidential race, NBC and some other media outlets have moved North Carolina back into that swing state column. WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is here in the studio as we look at some of these numbers. Can you tell us what are they looking at that makes us think North Carolina is back in this conversation?
Well, you know, the publicity and the excitement around your presumptive nominee, Kamala Harris, has definitely given her a bump in the polls in almost every swing state. But here it's been a little bit harder to quantify that. As you can see, I want to show you the most recent polling we have. It's 48 to 46. If we go back a month, it's 46 to 43. So it's still 2 or 3 points apart, you know, just 1% difference. However, this is just one poll, right? And a poll is a snapshot in time of how people are feeling at a given moment. Still, the Biden campaign, which is of course now the Harris campaign, has been bullish on North Carolina from the very beginning. They've said they think they can win this state, even though no Democrat has won here in a presidential race since 2008. That was 16 years ago with President Barack Obama.
Have they explained why they think they can win here after all that time?
Well, you know, I wish I could see their internal polling, but we do know there are a couple of factors at play. First is turnout. Black voters and young voters haven't turned out in the last 2 election cycles in the numbers that they did before. Kamala may have the best chance of changing that, and Democrats have invested a lot here. They're betting on a strong ground game to get out the vote. And I do want to mention that in that same poll we just cited, when you look into the crosstabs, black voters were twice as likely as average voters to say they're more likely to vote now than they were. Secondly is demographics. The state has seen an influx of people moving here from more Democratic states. The big urban areas are getting bluer and bluer by the year. Of course, the question is, number one, do these people vote? And number two, is that enough to hit the tipping points for Democrats in a statewide race?
All right, all very interesting stuff. WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie, thank you so much. And for all of you at home, you can always find all of our election coverage on the NC Capitol section of our website, WRAL.com.